Welcome to Nova New 360. This is top 10 news past 24 hours from July 4th, 2024. Stay informed with the latest updates from around the globe and subscribe for more news updates. Let's consider yesterday's major news.
1. In uncertain times, Americans take a break for Independence Day. Millions of Americans celebrated the 4th of July with parades, fireworks, and barbecues, seeking a respite from the daily drumbeat of unsettling news. It seems to me that the country is much more divided than it ever has been, said Dwight Kinsey, a New York City resident enjoying Coney Island. Events like Nathan's hot dog eating contest and Macy's fireworks display highlighted the day, providing moments of unity and celebration across the country.
2. Trump falsely claims to have driven Biden from race in video, Daily Beast reports. In a video published by the Daily Beast, Donald Trump falsely claimed to have driven Joe Biden out of the presidential race and disparaged Kamala Harris. "He's quitting the race. I got him out," Trump stated. Biden's campaign responded sharply, "No, Donald. What is bad is taking away women's rights. What is bad is losing an election and encouraging a violent mob to attack the Capitol." Despite calls to step aside, Biden affirmed his intention to continue his campaign.
3. U.S. Supreme Courts Barrett asserts conservative power but favors narrower approach, Justice Amy Coney. Barrett promoted narrower rulings to foster compromise on the U.S. Supreme Court, evident in her stance on Trump's immunity ruling. "Not everything has to be decided in an opinion," Barrett said. She aligned with liberals in some cases and critiqued conservative approaches, emphasizing narrower decisions to maintain the court's standing. Barrett's moderate path often contrasts with her conservative colleagues, reflecting her nuanced judicial philosophy.
4. China and EU held technical talks on impending EV tariffs. China and the EU engaged in technical talks over tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. "There is still a 4-month window before arbitration, and we hope that the European and Chinese sides will move in the same direction," said He Yadong, a ministry spokesperson. The EU plans to impose up to 37.6% tariffs on Chinese EVs, accusing China of heavy state subsidies. Beijing denies these claims and urges pragmatic consultations to avoid harming the auto industry's cooperation.
5. Analysis EU's airline deal demands fuel doubts. Over further attempts, Lufthansa's acquisition of 41% of Italy's ITA Airways faced stringent EU scrutiny, leading to big concessions. Industry experts fear such regulatory demands may deter future airline mergers. "We can see that Europe is becoming more and more cautious about this wave of consolidation," said Piotr Grobelny. Concerns over market dominance by major groups like IAG, Air France, KLM, and Lufthansa may hinder the privatization of other carriers like Portugal's TAP.
6. How Raiffeisen's bet on Russia took it to the brink. Raiffeisen Bank's significant operations in Russia have drawn scrutiny amidst geopolitical tensions. The bank's bet on Russia has brought it to a critical juncture, balancing profits against potential regulatory and reputational risks. With increasing calls for sanctions and divestment, Raiffeisen faces a challenging path forward in managing its Russian business while navigating international pressure.
7. Biden says, "I'm not going anywhere," as calls to quit race grow. Amid growing calls from within his party to step aside, President Joe Biden firmly declared his intent to stay in the 2024 presidential race. "I'm not going anywhere," Biden stated, countering critics who cite his age and recent debate performance. Democratic governors and key allies have rallied behind him, emphasizing unity and support, despite the internal debates on the party's future leadership.
8. Democratic governors vow to stand with Biden. After shaky debate performance. Following a shaky debate performance, Democratic governors pledged their support for President Joe Biden's re-election bid. "We stand with President Biden," declared California Governor Gavin Newsom. The governors emphasized Biden's leadership and achievements, seeking to unify the party amidst speculation about potential candidates and the challenges ahead in the 2024 election.
9. Colorado reports human case of bird flu. Colorado health officials confirmed a human case of bird flu, raising concerns about the virus's spread. The patient, who had direct contact with infected poultry, is receiving treatment and is in stable condition. Authorities urge vigilance and adherence to safety protocols to prevent further transmission. This case highlights the ongoing risks of zoonotic diseases and the need for robust monitoring and response measures.
10. U.S. judge partially blocks FTC ban on worker non-compete agreements. A U.S. judge partially blocked the Federal Trade Commission's FTC ban on worker non-compete agreements, citing potential overreach. The ruling allows some restrictions to remain while the broader ban's legality is reviewed. This decision balances the need to protect workers' mobility with legitimate business interests, the judge noted. The case underscores the contentious debate over non-compete clauses and their impact on the labor market.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to Nova News 360 for daily updates on global events.